But what are you going to do? The Vegas Golden Knights lose 4-1 into the Florida Panthers. Was essentially a 2-1 game for the majority of the game until the two empty net goals were scored there by the Panthers at the end. Shea Theodore kind of fumbled the puck there. Bad ice, whatever you're going to call it. They would have still lost anyways had that, they not scored. And the Golden Knights lose their first game of this road trip. Let's go over 8 observations that I had from the game, and I kind of noticed that these videos are, the first 2 that I've done are a little bit longer, so we're going to go, not rapid fire, but we're going to go a little bit faster here. First off, most importantly, and perhaps the biggest positive takeaway from this is that the Golden Knights are almost fully healthy. Alec Martinez, I thought, was going to be the one that would have returned tonight. Instead, it's both Reilly Smith and Max Pacioretty, who only missed 10 games with wrist surgery, so that just proves the theory that he is Wolverine and has those regenerative powers. Over here, you can see the line combinations that DeBoer went with. Pretty much, they were expected lines. Smith goes back on the misfit line, and then Dadonov gets bumped down so that Pacioretty can go on the first line. But still, overall, it's great for the Golden Knights to have almost a fully healthy lineup. We'll see how that changes when Eichel gets back. Now, the Golden Knights are allowed to give up goals, okay? Every hockey team is going to have other teams score on you. But tonight, I feel as if the Golden Knights gave up very bad goals. The goals that they let the Panthers score on them should have not happened, or you would not want to see happen in a successful hockey team contending potentially for the Stanley Cup. One of them was a shorthanded goal, which ends up being a game winner. You don't ever want to give up a shorthanded goal. The empty net one kind of speaks for itself with Theodore there. The second one is whatever. And then there's the goal that Bennett scored on Lehner, which you also don't necessarily want to give up. So some of the goals tonight, kind of maybe some concern for the Golden Knights, especially giving up a shorthanded goal that then goes on to be the game-winning goal. Frustrating, but still. Golden Knights are allowed to give up goals. Which I kind of already talked about. Robin Lehner needs to stop that Sam Bennett shot. I'm watching the play back again. He was screened a little bit by Nick Hague, but you can tell that he didn't see it until it was in the back of the net. I don't want to make all these negative, but I guess a lot of them are. The Golden Knights were slow to start, both the first and second period, most noticeably. The second period was when the goal was scored that went on to be the game winner. The first period, the Panthers had the first 5 shots of the games, and it took the Golden Knights a little bit to kind of find their footing. Yes, you're on a road trip, but still, these are 4 of the best teams in the entire league. Golden Knights kind of need to do a little bit better job of coming out of the gate, fresh out of the locker room in a period and having a good couple of shifts because it took them a little bit to get into the game in the first and second periods. Here's a positive one. These two had a great game tonight. Shea Theodore and Zach Whitecloud. Whitecloud with the goal. Theodore with the pass that set up Janmark, who set up Whitecloud for the only goal of the game. Janmark with a really good pass on that as well. Shea Theodore had a really good game tonight, except for the final 2 minutes. I know that's all people are going to focus on, but he did. He had a really strong game tonight. He skated well, moved the puck well as he always does, and then the goal that happened, he walked the line pretty well, and it just shows his skating ability. And pairing him with Zach Whitecloud makes so much sense to me because Zach Whitecloud has a shot, which we saw tonight, and tonight he tied his career high, which, it's Zach Whitecloud. He's only been in the league like 3 years now, but he's going to obviously surpass that. He's done it in just about half the games because last year he only had 12 points. He has 12 points now. He's going to pass that. And the Golden Knights are lucky to have this guy. I really like Zach Whitecloud. They're lucky to have him locked up. We'll talk more about him in the future here soon. Let's talk about that Mark Stone breakaway where he did not have a stick. I wrote down in my notes, Stone, you have to have a stick to score there, buddy. It's interesting watching that back on the replay. Who was it? Verhaeghe? Verhaeghe did kind of grab the stick a little bit, which was called. But according to the rule book, it's not a penalty shot. Because Stone didn't clearly have a breakaway just yet, he would have, but it wasn't conclusive enough that Stone would have that, which it's kind of funny looking back on it even more. That was the power play which the Panthers scored their shorthanded goal on, so I would have taken the penalty shot in retrospective if I was Mark Stone there. And that'll do it for tonight. I only have 6 tonight. I have a couple more, but they're kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys all in the next game against the Tampa Bay Lightning as we conclude this road trip. So that'll conclude these post-game videos, and then we'll just go back to writing.